I'm going to go through these quickly because we have several of them. This is Arthur Denard. He's a registered sex offender already out of Tampa. And he's registered because he had sex with a minor in 2007. He's been to prison on 2 different occasions, and he's out. We've said it over and over. If a sex predator is out, he's dangerous. And he came here thinking he was going to have sex with a 15-year-old child. In fact, he didn't actually travel. He just talked online, and Tampa police, one of our colleagues in this operation, picked him up. And he told this 15-year-old child, I want to put a baby in you. Well, we put a gel in him, so there you go. Then there's Eric Corliss. Eric Corliss is a regional executive for Red Cross Disaster Relief. Think about this. Red Cross does marvelous, beautiful work, and we're so proud of them. But this guy has embarrassed himself and embarrassed his family and embarrassed the Red Cross. He's a big boss. He's an Army veteran. He's married. He was, are you ready for this? Get a grip. He was married to a law enforcement officer, a supervisor in Hillsborough County. That's right. He left his phone at home so his wife, I'm sure a trained detective, wouldn't know where he was. When she heard about it, she's absolutely mortified, and she packed up and left, and she said, sayonara, I'm taking the kids and leaving. This didn't appear to be the first time. He was experienced at what he did. And he also went to great lengths to try to hide his identity when he was online. But think about this. A professional man with the Red Cross, married to a professional lady, and he took advantage of her, embarrassed her and the children, and he went to jail. Then there's Vern Cunningham. He's 26. He's an illegal alien. Our ICE partners put a hold on him. He came for sex with a 15-year-old female. He brought cookies. Wasn't that nice? You know, I mean, after all, she's a child. She may want a cookie. You know, where's the milk? You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to bargain. I'll pay half up front and half after it's over. And when we arrested him, we asked this guy, well, why did you do this? He said, well, curiosity killed the cat. Well, you're going to have the cat people on you now. So Gregory Cooper's from Wesley Chapel. He's married for 31 years. He's got 2 adult daughters. He was in the Air Force for 20 years. He had a top secret clearance. Huh, that's interesting. He came thinking he was going to have sex with a 14-year-old male. And since it's a kid, he goes, what might he like? I'll take him an orange soda and some fruit gummies. Was that before or after? You know, I'm just saying. He's a regional manager for Enzer Roller in Lakeland, at least he was. He was very nasty and very graphic with what he said and did. They're in prison. County jail, actually, now. Prison's where we're going to do our best to send them. Nicholas Capart's 46 from Riverview. He's married. He's got 2 children. He spent 10 years in the Marines, and he wanted sex with a 14-year-old girl. And he said, hey, if this goes well, I'll permanently make you my girlfriend. His chat was remarkably nasty as well. Then there's Domingo Francisco Miguel. He's married with 3 children. He has a legal green card. However, upon his conviction, ICE has agreed to relook at him because he's not a U.S. citizen, but he has a green card to be here. He traveled to have sex with a 15-year-old girl. He told his boss, he lied to his boss too, by the way, I just thought I'd share that with you, that he needed to go get some medicine. Yes, he didn't realize that his medicine that he'll get will be at the county jail. But he was a jolly old soul. He said, you know, when I get out of this, I'd like to be a detective. I really would. He said, I like your work. I don't know if he's trying to, you know, grease us up or if he's just a nut job. Doesn't make any difference. He's going to the county jail. Aston Mack, he's 35 from Deltona. He wanted sex with a 15-year-old girl. He ran from us. Can you believe that? That wasn't nice, but he did. He thought he was talking up a deal with a family member. Well, you know, I'll pay you and I'll have sex with a child. What? What are you thinking? Now, he worked for the Opportunity Community Ability Group, OCA, in Orange County. And that's a group that helps special needs children. They say he never had any contact by himself with the children. Mostly he was admin support. But I want to brag on OCA the second that we notified them. They terminated him. They were totally cooperative. They were mortified. They were glad that we found him and arrested him. But He's in jail, charged with human trafficking. Matthew Klein is 48. He's a receptionist at Guard Law Legal Group in Lakeland. He shouldn't have to go far to find an attorney to represent him. He wanted to have sex with a 14-year-old male. He thought the child was home alone. He admitted that he had had sex before with children. That's still under investigation. He was also looking for children on 2 different apps. We found him really working hard to find children. He traveled, and he, by the way, neglected to tell us in our undercover capacity that, oh, by the way, when I have sex with you, I think is just super cool. This is like mother, like daughter. So we're talking to a mom. She's 48, Sherry Pena. She's on public assistance. She's living at a DV shelter in Central Florida. She drove her daughter, Haley Pena, 23, to have sex. When we asked her, you're a mother to this young lady? What are you thinking? She said, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I just thought I was taking her to buy drugs. Oh, that's better. You know, you're taking her to her drug dealer, right? So anyway, the mother and daughter were also arrested in 2024 for battery over a 65 years of age person. She's arrested. Did I tell you she's on felony probation already? Yep, that's right. She's on felony probation. So that's just a little color there, but let's get to the stack and go through real quickly, and then we'll turn it over to our colleagues here. Oh, some other things. Let me get this out of the way. All right, I'm going to go through these. How about Jason Bathis from 43 from Davenport? This is our human trafficking and prostitution folks. He's charged with offering to commit. This Jason Bathis, okay? When he walks in, you think, well, I have set up a deal with an ugly woman. And I think you would all agree that this guy's an ugly woman, right? This is what you really get when the makeup comes off. This is Jason Bathis. Now I want you to think about this a minute, okay? You decide that you're going to hook up with a woman. She comes in and she's already uglier than a mud fence, right? And then as you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude and look what he really looks like. Yeah, he looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie someplace. I don't know. This is what's happening. People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy. So this is the before and after, you know. When you find them in the bar at night, you know, you try to drink them pretty, and you wake up the next morning and you see this. Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly. Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just got to get out of there. You don't care about the Rolex. But that's the kind of people we're going to talk about today. Then there's a Darius Taylor. He's 34. He played at Lake Gibson High School football. Went on to have an outstanding career in the NFL. He played for the Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Cleveland Browns, and he was a linebacker. But listen, the dude made a lot of mistakes. He not only brought his 6-year-old child to the operation, but he left his 6-year-old child in the car when he went to do the operation. The 6-year-old child has a lot of medical issues, and he left this child alone that should have never been left alone because of medical conditions. DCF was on site, took possession of the child immediately, found mom. Mom came and got the child. The child is doing fine. This guy here, you know, obviously he must have hit one too many people as a linebacker because his brain cells are scrambled. He shouldn't have shown up in the first place, but to leave that child, my